that Vue.js is the best front-end framework for Django integration. Now, when we talk about front-end, we have a lot of front-end frameworks which are mostly in JavaScript, right? So the React.js is the most popular one, and after React.js we have Vue.js, right? And if we talk about React.js, that's really a good framework, but when we talk about its integration with Django, the developer has to face a lot of problems while integrating them, just because that React.js needs a Node.js server into the system, and even if you install Node.js into your system, you will again be running into a lot of problems because you have to take a look at a lot of hooks around here and there, because Django follows a different templating engine than React.js, right? So so Django developers are always confused with what the tech stack they should use for integration. So I would say that Vue.js, if you are a Django developer, Vue.js is the front-end framework for you because of its simplicity, because of its binding with Django. Like it seamlessly binds with Django, and the most important thing, it doesn't require a node server into your system, right? So here I developed a to-do app with Django and Vue.js. So here the to-do app is in front of you, right? And the backend, all the API calls are handled through the Django REST framework, and even the routes are set through the Django URLs itself. And this is a Django template, right? But Vue.js is installed, is set up for the system. Let me show you how the things work. So initially, there are no to-dos, so we have no to-dos as seen in the prompt, right? If I click on an add button, I can add new to-do. Let's say I add a to-do like I want to drink coffee, right? And if I click on the submit button, I think it must, yes. So here we have this drink coffee is a task description that we have added into our to-do list, right? And we can add more. Let's say, what can we do? Go to sleep. Let's say go to sleep. It's submit. It's added, right? So this is simple things, right? What's happening in the backend is when I click on this add button, and when I click on that submit button, and Ajax call is sent to the Django REST framework, and that is handling all that stuffs, right? And I can mark my task as completed with a single button. As you can see that the task is stroked, right? And I can even edit my task. So drink coffee, if I don't like coffee, I want to drink tea this time, I can do that. I can do this and it becomes a drink tea, right? I can delete my tasks, and right, see, so after deleting I have this. So this whole integration is actually happened in Vue.js, and because of its seamless support with Django, right? So let me dive into the code to show you how I integrated Vue.js with Django with just single line, right? Yes, you heard me right. I used a single line to communicate Django and Vue.js. So here is that single line that I used. As you can see, I used Vue CDN here for this particular app. So if so I would recommend that if you are having a very static app, let's say 2 pages, 3 pages, major thing is that you have less pages in your app, then I would suggest to go with Vue.js CDN. And if you have a big website like an e-commerce website, then you can go with Vue Client. That is also very good, and it works really good with Django itself again, right? So here I have used the Vue CDN. Axios is from the JavaScript library that I am using for my XML request. Bulma, here I am using Bulma for my CSS, and index.js is the main file where everything is happening, right? And this is as you can see, this is the complete Django template itself only. I'm not using anything. You can see I'm importing static and all that thing. This is all the Django part. Now this index.js is the main file where every Vue.js thing is happening, right? So here in this index.js file, I am initiating a new Vue instance, that is I'm creating a new Vue object. And for Vue.js, like every other front-end frameworks, we need a mounting point. So I am mounting it to my hashtag app, that is an element with id app, and my top division is the id with app, right? As you can see, this is my top body element that I have marked as app, so that Vue.js can mount to this whole body, right? So this now, one thing to note here is that Vue.js and Django both uses these two curly braces as their what we can say delimiters, right? As their delimiter, that is, if you want to show something which is a Django variable, we used two curly brackets, and these two curly brackets are actually same for both Vue.js and Django. So in Vue.js they gave us support that we can change these curly brackets with the help of delimiters. So here I am defining that my delimiters will be two square brackets. So rather than curly brackets, I converted it into square brackets. And data is something which are data is basically some data values that you want your HTML to know, right? These can be boolean, these can be dictionaries, these can be arrays, these can be anything. You don't have to worry about that. And methods are something which basically handles the methods are basically functions, but as it is JS, so we call them methods, right? So if we talk about how the things are happening, right? If I so we have a method named get tasks from ID, which gives us all the tasks with a given which matches with the task with an ID. I have get task which is basically making the API call, which is making, so Axios, I'm using Axios for my API call, right? So I'm making get request with this URL. So this is my backend Django REST framework URL that I have set. I'll show it to you in a second, right? And that is actually assigning my all tasks. So this all task is a variable that I am using for looping over my for looping over all the tasks that I have to show in my to do. And you can see it here, just a second, I'll show you. So for tasks in all tasks, so for Django we use for loop, and same we can go use in Vue.js as well, that we use as v-4, right? These are the some basic things that are happening. So these are all the CRUD operations that happen, and the API calls. I don't think that is a tutorial, so I won't be explaining you everything, but that's how it goes. So with the single line of code, we are able to integrate Vue.js into our Django app, right? And the URLs are same. These are just the URL patterns for our API side requests. And yes, one thing to note is I hope most of you have known that, who have known the Django REST framework, we need serializers because Python objects and Python dictionaries and JSON objects are different. So we use a conversion method, you can say we use a conversion method. So these are serializers which are sent from the front end from the back end to the front end, right? So we use we use serializers for that. That's serializers mere purpose. It converts some things, and it converts the dictionaries to objects that can be interpreted. And views.py are again my Django REST framework functions calls that are happening, right? So overall in this video I just wanted to show you that Vue.js is a really good front end framework if you actually want if you actually want to use a front end framework with Django, and it have helped me a ton of times. It have saved me a lot of my time, because I don't have to implicitly call the vanilla JavaScript every time for my tedious tasks, right? So if you are thinking of using Django as your backend, then I would surely recommend you to use Vue.js. If you want to have a quick look at that, you can go through my source code. I'll be adding this code link in the description box below, right? So you can take a look at that as well. And if you implicitly want a dedicated video on how I created this complete to-do app, you can drop it in the comment box as well. I will respond according to that, right? And so this is all that I wanted to show you in this video, that integration of Vue.js with the Django, right? How simple it was with the CDN itself. And so yeah, that's all for this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.